All right, that was Can You Taste the Waste by Ween off their 1991 album The Pod. Never really listened to that album before, and that was nice and fuzzy. I like that a lot. Ween is one of those bands that kind of does a lot of funny songs like Butthole Surfers does, but they cover just about every genre you can think about. Um, they're one of those bands I just know they can play anything. They could play anything they put their mind to, and they just like to goof off. That's fine. They make great songs. I don't think they've had a song in a while though. Like some new Ween. It's funny actually on the genres for this album on Wikipedia. It lists it as alternative rock, pop, and then and those are palatable genres that everybody can get down with. And then noise rock, which starts to be like that piece was a little bit of a noise rock piece. Not super noisy, but it was definitely super fuzzy. And in 1991, it's definitely fuzzier than a lot of things were at that time. Anyway, the early '90s is when like we started to get like that grunge style fuzz coming in, and that was kind of like a precursor to that, or maybe something coming up around the same time. Considering that was a sound that started up in like the '80s, really. And then it also listed as outsider music. Outsider art is music. Oh, outsider music from outsider art is music created by self-taught or naive musicians. So basically, it's kind of like the punk rock mentality. Like, I don't really know how to play that well, but I'm going to do it anyway. They list Daniel Johnston and Wesley Willis. I haven't listened to Wesley Willis in a long time. Yeah, like lo-fi music, stuff like that. It's just totally DIY. And you're not really doing it with anything other than your own entertainment in mind, I guess. I mean, you're trying to entertain people, but you're not like you don't have all the means to make great music, so you're making what you can with what you got. But Ween, I'd say, is really talented. It's weird to see them in that genre. But I guess back then, maybe. And maybe it's just like a couple of songs on the album. Because there's just like 23 songs on this album, and it has pop as one of the genres too, so probably covers a wide variety of sounds. Huh. Kind of going off track there. Hi, my name is Bean, and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 92 of the Butthole Surfers tournament today. And if you're new here and you're not sure what a Butthole Surfers tournament is, basically what we did was we took every single Butthole Surfers track, we threw them into a single elimination style tournament, and then we make face off and head-to-head battle until we have one song that's left standing as the very best song Butthole Surfers ever made. Coming up first, we have Barking Dogs from the unpronounceable album PO'd. It's actually not on all versions of the album. It was on the CD release, though, as a bonus track. So Lonesome Bulldog 4 played, and then I'm not sure if you have the old CD from the 90s, since I didn't have it, if there's a silence or something first. A lot of times that's what you'd have. Actually, for the first time looking at the review portions on Wikipedia for this album, and AllMusic gave it 2 stars. Robert Christgau, it's just a black star. Is it 1 star? No, he's got a star system. Rolling Stone gave it 2 stars. Looks like this album didn't go over too well. It's got some okay stuff on there. Like Revolution Part 2 was pretty cool. The version of Something Included on this is really good, but I just like the other version, like the original version, better. This song only had to go against 1 song in order to get this far. It had a bye in the first round, and second round it just went up against Weber, which is like 30-something seconds. So it was a pretty easy win for Barking Dogs. Like, it was, it had some content. And that's going up against Jimi, which was actually featured in our 100th video special, where I burned my work uniform and cut all my hair off. So that's like kind of an anniversary. Also, it's been almost 100 videos since then. We have video number 200 coming up really soon here. But Jimi's a really long song, and so is Barking Dogs. Jimi is off of 1988's Hairway to Steven. And it's actually like we just listened to another version of it, Flame Grape, a couple days ago. It's funny, I had someone comment on that saying that it was weird seeing a Beatles fan nodding his head to a Butthole Surfers song. I'd like it to be known that I'm a music fan first, and a band fan second. I'm more of a genre searcher than I am a band fanatic. Like I don't really obsess over one band. I just dip my ears in wherever I feel like. Just like music. So this is gonna be a long video though. We've got like 20 minutes worth of music coming up. I'd like to get started with this drink I picked up at work, and it's a cannabis spritzer, Alaskan wild blueberry. So that's made here in Alaska by Tundra Brewing. There's a picture of the ingredients, so you know it's blueberry. It's got these little measurements to tell you how much to drink. And this is kind of cool too that it's Inupiat owned. So it's a company that's owned by, I can't get it to focus. There we go. So it's a company that's owned by some Inupiats, which is pretty awesome. And I like the little birch tree paper shades down underneath there. I guess that's one of those things, if you've taken elementary school in Alaska, you kind of know. This comes with a little cork too, which is kind of neat. Ooh, and a sticker. I got a sticker. It comes with this little cork basically too. You can cap the bottle off if you're not going to drink the whole thing, but we'll drink the whole thing. I'm going to use my fidget spinner / wrestling merch Spinneroonie bottle opener. Let's see how it is. Oh, I forgot to give it a good swirl. Mix those ingredients in, you know. Ooh. It's pretty blueberry. Definitely can taste the cannabis. Tastes like real blueberries. I like it. That's good stuff. Yeah, that's just the type of thing you can pick up if you're ever in Alaska. Pretty simple ingredients. I mean, it's just like a spritzer. It's mostly water, purified water, cane sugar, Alaska blueberry, honey, some cannabis. 50 milligrams will get me started. All right, let's go ahead and get into barking dogs. Hopefully this hits me by the time this is over. boy. Sounded like the dogs barking were set up like on a keyboard. Arf, 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 arf. Or I guess it'd be orf that way. I don't know. It's pretty. That was the definition of like just a noise track, really. Some really cool like guitar sounds going on there. The guitar soloing was really neat. The rhythm of the whole thing felt like it felt like it was trying to give you an anxiety attack almost. So definitely it has a vibe to it, you know, and it keeps you in that vibe for 7.5 minutes. Definitely, I mean, it's a longer song, but stuff like that, it doesn't feel too long to me. It's kind of just kind of what I expect when I'm getting into it. You know, you hear a rhythm like that and you kind of have a feeling it's going to be a while. Um, so like even though it's longer than say Johnny Smoke yesterday, it doesn't feel like too long like Johnny Smoke did to me. Like Johnny Smoke just kind of dragged. I just realized too we're like in the middle of like almost a week of just doing Hairway to Steven tracks. We had one yesterday. There's some Hairway to Steven today, more Hairway to Steven tomorrow, and even more the next day. So that's 4 days straight of Hairway to Steven. So we're either keeping or getting rid of half of the album in the next 4 days, basically. We already got rid of one song. Because there's only like 8 or 9 songs on that album, I think. So 4 of them in the next 4 days. We're listening to half of the album in the next 4 days. We listened to part of it yesterday, but within the span of 4 days, we're going to be listening to half of the album. Sparking Dogs was a pretty cool track. Nothing lyrically at all. Just dogs barking. But it was good for what it was. Let's go ahead and get into Jimi, though. I know that one lyrically has a bit more substance, and it's actually kind of like if you could understand the lyrics when you're listening to it, just be careful. They're fucked up lyrics. They're not great for people. Here's Jimi.
I'm soiled. Soil me. Soil on.
More dogs.
The famous battle.
I'd say that definitely used its length well enough. Like that's another instance of a song being like really long. And you know, if you're not digging it at all, the 12 and a half minutes that this song takes up is going to be excruciating. But I really like the narrative throughout the song. There's an interesting point on genius.com, that part where it transitions into the acoustic bit. The acoustic bit is known as country, or the acoustic bit is known as cartoon song. And it describes it as a morning summer laid back style. And a rooster crow can be heard, which might symbolize the previous part could be a dream or a nightmare, and you're waking up. So the first half of the song in that respect is a horrible, horrible nightmare some child is probably having. Or, you know, it could be even like an adult, like regressing into a childlike state in their dreams. And then when they wake up, that's when you get cartoon song. And, like, you slowly hear more noise creeping in, too, behind the acoustic backdrop. It's like they kind of just different sounds start coming in. It's really repetitive. It's like 5 minutes of basically the same guitar and everything, but the extra noises that they start adding in and the atmospherics in there, it makes it so it's not a boring 5 minutes at all. I really like that song. Like super good narrative, a fucking crazy song, really. And that's why I didn't vote for Flame Grape, guys. Come on. Jimmy's better. I'm gonna pick Jimi. I think that's the one that needs to go through the next round. Barking Dogs is a cool like noise piece, and I don't think it's too long, but I definitely think it's you know, not as interesting as Jimi is. Jimi uses the length a bit better, in my opinion, anyway. So congrats, Jimi. You get to go on through to round 4. And yeah, we're creeping up on round 4 too. We're in the halfway part of round 3. Or the 200th video is right around the corner. I think sometime next week. I'm gonna have to plan something. Should I cut my hair again? Should I shave my head? I'm not gonna shave my head. Never. Well, this video has been really long. We've got social media if you want to talk about it. There's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. There is a polling system on Instagram, so you can choose your selection on there if you'd like to. And we update you the next day on the stories, which song won. We also have a TikTok, so if this gigantic video is just too long for you to watch and you just want to get down to the nitty-gritty and find out which song won, you can watch the TikTok videos. The TikTok's also got, I mean, it's getting some pretty good traffic. We have like, it's just a shortened version of everything you get on this channel, basically, which is nice if you don't have a whole lot of time. Like, I hardly have time to make this stuff. I don't know how people have time. I don't know how people have time to watch it. I do link the songs down below too, so you can check them out on their own. I'll also link that Ween song, even though I'm gonna play the whole song on this video. If you live in Alaska, you can try out this spritzer from Tundra Brewing. Cool people down there. I actually really like the people I've met from Tundra Brewing anyway. And they have a couple other like different types of items. Some of them, like one of them has chaga, and I don't know if I'm gonna get down with that. But check them out if you're in Alaska. Also, I do link the tournament down below, so you can check out how far along we are in round 3, see what's coming up in round 3, round 4, the works. You can check out the whole thing if you want to. You can spend an infinite amount of time looking at those tournament brackets, and I won't mind. Like this video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're creeping up there in subscribers. I'd like to see it hit 200 though, because then I can start looking forward to things like 300. Share this video with your friends and family, and share it with someone made a share joke in the comments, and now I got you babe is stuck in my head. Comment down below with what song you would have chosen out of these 2 songs, and I hope you all have a great night, wonderful afternoon, and a fantastic morning, unless you're joining us for the Beatles video coming up real soon, which you should. See you there.
Yeah, they're right in our yard.
She's standing on the porch.
Huh? Wait, who's standing on the porch?
You are.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's in the back because she's pissed. So, but yeah, these are our little babies that we got out here.
Oh my gosh! Are they both babies? It looks like a mama and a baby.
It's a mama and a baby, yeah. So she's got her little baby with her over there. I'm very safe where I am, but if I was to step off the porch, I would not be. Hey guys.
So is she brown on top and then black on the bottom?
She is. She looks like she's probably a little dirty. So she's good. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're on the move again. Yeah, see the baby. It's probably like a yearling. So, because that one that's in front is a baby, but not a baby.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those are our friends that we have in the yard right now. Huh? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna miss like having moose. We're gonna have them. We have city moose when we move. So they're actually like. Hold on, let me pull you back up. Can you see me?